Hello fellow football connoisseurs and welcome back to the quick take. It is deadline day. I have left this video as late as possible to make sure that any late business can be covered, but with less than an hour to go of the January or now February, early February transfer window, the winter transfer window, it looks like all the business around Chelsea Football Club is now complete, and I'm going to be honest, I'm disappointed. Before I continue, I would like to quickly remind you I am running a giveaway with OwnASaber.com where at 15,000 subscribers you could be in with a chance at winning the King of London lightsaber, the perfect saber for every Chelsea fan. 3 participants will be chosen and all you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel and check the pinned comment down below for more information. And with that, on with the video. So starting off with the big news story of the day, and that is Armando Broja has now officially left Chelsea on loan. Now, Chelsea, of course, have been adamant that they want a substantial fee in order for any club to get Armando Broja this winter transfer window. And the reason I'm laughing is because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. Because what's actually happened, and I think Alex Goldberg here has summed up brilliantly as to what we're dealing with when it comes to our sporting directors and when it comes to negotiating with other clubs in terms of them taking on our players. Fulham, we want Broja. Chelsea, £50 million, please. Fulham, nah. Chelsea, fine, £35 million. Fulham, nope. Chelsea, okay, we'll loan, but there must be an obligation to buy, right? Fulham, no. Chelsea, fine, dry loan, but £5 million loan fee. Fulham, no, £750,000 with a £4 million penalty if we don't play him. Chelsea, alright then, that is basically what has happened, and it's been confirmed here by Jacob Steinberg, who has been blocked on Twitter. If Broja plays half of Fulham's games, the loan fee will be £0. So not only have Chelsea not brought in someone to replace Armando Broja, we've waited until literally the last minute to get rid of him, and we haven't even got a fee lined up if he does leave. There's no obligation in this loan. There's no obligation. It's just a straight loan, and we get £750,000 for it. Now, I don't know about you, and I'm not a director of sport, but that seems a bit dodgy. That does not sound like a good deal for Chelsea at all. That now leaves us with Nicholas Jackson at striker, potentially Christopher Nkunku, although his best position is behind the striker, but this is Mauricio Pochettino we're talking about. He doesn't exactly play players in their best position. That's not exactly his forte. So, in reality, that leaves us with 2 striker options now, Nicholas Jackson and David Washington, a player who has played approximately 10 minutes this season, if I had to guess, around about that mark. Someone who was completely unprepared for this and who really should have gone out on loan, who didn't go out on loan. We did have another Brazilian youngster go out on loan, but I'll get into that later. So, us losing Broja and not even bringing in a replacement has left us in quite an interesting position, considering we now have to play Liverpool in the EFL Cup final. And if we don't win that, then our chances of making European football and then getting a decent sponsorship with Air Jordan goes in the bin. Can I just say, a round of applause for Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart for how brilliant they've been in negotiating this deal, how brilliant they've been in bringing in a new left back, because of course Ben Chilwell, fantastic player, isn't he? We saw how amazing he was against Liverpool, and we've now loaned out Ian Maatsen, a player who actually could play left back and has since joined Borussia Dortmund. Well, he's been lighting up the Bundesliga. Who saw that coming? We've now lost Lewis Hall, a player who is basically a midfielder, but can play at left back. We've now lost that. So now that leaves us with Ben Chilwell, who is, let's just say, not who he was before his injury. Marc Cucurella, who is just out of surgery and, let's be honest, has not produced anywhere near the level of professional ability that we paid for. And Levi Colwill, a centre-back who's been played out of position for the majority of the season, because that's what Poch does. It was clear as day. Chelsea needed a stopgap striker this January window. I don't know how we haven't even considered bringing in someone like Callum Wilson. I mean, are you serious? I know he's not the most ideal option, and I did give other options in the video I did the other day. This whole January transfer window has been nothing short of a bust. Loaning out players constantly because we haven't been able to sell them. We still got Trevor Chalobah at the club just gathering dust. Wesley Fofana is teasing a return, but seriously, I just don't think it'll be happening anytime soon. Armando Broja has now left on a 750,000... I've lost all energy now. Armando Broja has now left on a £750,000 loan fee. Bear in mind, we were demanding £50 million, even £35 million for him. To that now go down to £750,000 just for a straight loan with no obligation to buy, or not even an option to buy, no set price at the end of it, and just praying that he somehow comes good, raises his value and other clubs want to buy him, which, if we're going to be honest, is unlikely. It just screams naivety. It screams, I can't do my job. It screams incompetence at the highest level. However, Armando Broja joining Fulham on loan isn't the only news we had today. This coming in from probably the most reliable source out there right now, Chelsea Football Club. Andre Santos has joined French club RC Strasbourg on loan until the end of the season. Of course, Strasbourg are part of Chelsea's Blue Co multi-club network, and so loaning between them and Chelsea is something we have done before. Of course, he'd be joining fellow Brazilian countryman and Chelsea star player Angelo Gabriel, so hopefully we get to see them play alongside each other in the near future. It'd be kind of interesting to see how the Chelsea Brazilian boys get on working together in a consistent environment in a lesser league that allows, in a lesser league that allows them to thrive to their full potential. I don't know anymore. I actually don't know anymore. I was just reading over this Broja deal, and I just can't believe it took until the last few hours before the deadline for us to finally shift him, and it's £750,000. Not even $1 million. In this market, not even $1 million. Paul Winstanley, Lawrence Stewart, congratulations, guys. You have officially made yourselves the biggest idiots in the Premier League. And there's a lot of idiots. We've failed to do any business. I was told, right, I'm sorry, but I was told that we were we were in the middle of a 4 transfer window plan. And this was the 3rd window in a 4 transfer window plan. What was the plan for this window? What was it? I'd actually like to know what they had planned for this transfer window. Because I understand we weren't able to shift Gallagher because Pochettino wanted him to stay, he didn't want to leave, and Tottenham peers didn't cough up the money that we demanded, which is probably around 45, 50, 60 million pounds. Something in that ballpark. Maybe 45, 50 million pounds up front, 5, 10 million in add-ons. We didn't get that money. Okay, I can understand you can't get that. But then we failed to sell Chalobah anywhere. We have now failed to move on Armando Broja, and then we have failed to find a replacement. But that about wraps up today's video. I'm just waffling at this point. I'm at a point where Chelsea have scrambled my brain, and I'm sure it's scrambled your brain. Fulham have now taken a Broja off our hands, only on a loan, £750,000 up front, and then I think we get £4 million if they don't play him for half the season. I think that's the agreement. But a terrible business all round, especially when we wanted £50 million from me left on basically a very cheap loan. Terrible, terrible, terrible business. Thank you so much, Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart, once again making yourselves the class clowns. As always, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. I've been the Quick Take, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.